Hi everybody, this is Christina at Scrapcraft and Stitchery, and here is what I am up to today. I should fix this so that I can see if I am actually in frame. I have collected some pieces, very random pieces of cardstock, and I am in the mood to make some ephemera. And fortunately for me, Crafty Cat, Amy at Crafty Cat, has, we should pay attention to what we're doing here. So Amy at Crafty Cat has started the 50 stack challenge. Now I am going to be very upfront with you. I have not watched her channel before, and I have not seen the 50 stack challenge before, but so I'm going to jump in and do it. And my understanding as this started, and this is the 50 stack challenge 7. So she said that this started, she had a stack of guest checks, and there were 50 of them in her stack, and so she wanted to make them into ephemera. So she started with a stack of 50 backgrounds of something. And so I'm going to approach this in kind of the same way. So I'm going to choose, I don't have guest checks, and I do have, this is really lovely cardstock left over. I have so much, just sheets and sheets and sheets of cardstock left. And so I'm going to make 4x6 journaling cards. Now I did, and I'm just going to make a stack of 50 of them today so that I'm ready. And these are not the same size. Some of these are taller. These are like actually 7x5. I think they're meant for layering on a 4x6 photo. But anyway, I might use those as I go along, but I just want to have a stack of journaling cards that I can grab and take. And so that's what I'm going to do with mine. I'm going to make 4x6 journaling cards. Now, I was kind of in the mood to make some ephemera, and I was thinking that wouldn't it be kind of cute and fun to use this and just make a whole box, not really a stack, of, I need to order a new blade for this thing. Anyway, wouldn't it be cute to just make clusters and have like a whole box of clusters at the end? And that could be really fun too. And it might be very challenging, in fact, to get all of those clusters with the 50 different prompts. So every Monday, I think, she puts out a video that she just pulls. This one is, both of these are pearlized. I guess we're using pearlized on these. I don't know what theme this was. Some sort of a time theme, it would seem like. Since this has a clock, and that seems like a celestial calendar kind of a thing. Anyway, it doesn't matter now. It's going into this challenge. Oh, so I'm not sure which day. I think it's Monday. She has a bag, and she pulls 2 prompts, and those are the prompts for that week. And I missed week 1 and 2 because I was slow on this. So I'm going to catch up and then stay caught up. Yay. Every day by having all my supplies ready. So I know the first 4 prompts for this are ripped, which should be easy around here. We're tearing things all the time. Sticker. I think that is what got me going, is I have so many stickers and it's just kind of a thing I don't use. And so it's kind of like, oh, sticker. We can get on board with that. We'll use some stickers. That'll be great. And then the second week, this is actually the week we're in, so we haven't gotten to the next week. So I know that, I believe it's green tree. Very specific, right? But you could do spring, or you could do Christmas with that, or you could just do any kind of evergreen. Or I suppose you could split it into two and do a black and white tree on a green background if you wanted. I'm going to use this map. I think it's great. I'm just cutting my 50 cards right now, and I do have those other cards, and I'm going to have extra cards, but this is really kind of just an opportunity for me to use things that are in my stash that I don't really have a plan to use. And I bought these maps, and I was thinking these would be great, and I don't even remember I have them. If I need a map, I generally go and grab my map stuff. Oh, I have a couple of atlases, and I am using those, so this will be fun though. I like that this has a front and a back. And I am going to make journal cards, so my plan is right now, and who knows how this will change as we go along. We shall see, shall we not, how my plan changes, but my plan right now is to just make a card, and I am going to make journal cards, and basically so that I can write on them. So I'll probably decorate the back with writing space in some way, so I might cover it with like some paper or make lines on it or other things that you've maybe seen me do. Hello, Nova. Nova Amberwild. Yes. This is the cat with the really big name. I wanted to name her Cinder or Ember because she is a black cat, but she has orange in her too, so she looks like she's kind of smoldering, which is a good fit for her personality too. My gosh, she is the craziest cat. Doesn't matter how I cut these, because they're gonna get cut, and they're gonna get cut. And if I do it this way, then I'll have 3 cards with this on the bottom and 3 plain cards. And if I cut it this way, then I'll have 2 cards that are mostly covered in this, and then 4 cards that are plain, or might have a little bit on here. I think we're going to go with the 3 cards that have that along the top and bottom. And the reason we're going to do that is because I think this will be mainly centered on here, and I think it'll be pretty. Let's see if we can do this a little bit faster if we stack these in this way and go this way. I could have gotten out my big paper cutter and cut all of these at once. That would have been really fast, but also I would have to get out my big paper cutter, and it's very heavy. And this is just kind of a nice quiet task, and I'm not quite ready to be creative yet this morning. So this is a nice, easy, technical task. So hopefully that will help tip us over as we're looking and feeling all these textures on these papers. This is a very nice cardstock. It's very heavy. Love it. This is a very technical one as I'm talking about technically cutting these cards. And obviously not paying attention to myself as I'm going along. I was like, oh, well, I'll get some of these and some of those, and then I got a whole bunch of these because honestly, I have a crate full of 12 by 12 paper, and I have a file folder box full of 8.5 by 11. These are all cardstocks like these. And that's why. And this one, we're going to say we already made that decision on the other one that had that border print. And we're going to do the same thing. And maybe that was the wrong choice for this one, but that's okay. This is all left over from my scrapbooking days, and I'm still working on using up all of this cardstock, and I have probably 3 lifetimes of cardstock, and I'm just so lucky to have it. So this should be, I should count these out and make 50, and I will certainly going to mix them up. I guess I don't have to. Mine are all different. If they were guest checks, they would all be obviously the same. I'm super excited to make some ephemera. So let's see, we have ripped and we have sticker. And I said that I was super excited about stickers, and I have a bunch of, also I guess we could pick something for green tree and lace. I kind of like this paisley for lace maybe, because I think that's a really pretty color. I'm just gonna leave these. I will let the challenge count for me on exactly where I'm at. Green tree, I am going to, so I have the second ones picked out, I think. And so the first one's ripped and sticker. I think for ripped, I want something kind of plain. Excuse me. Because I'm gonna go ahead and sand these edges down. Sorry, that got very, I might choose that for, I'm choosing all the plain ones now. I think for ripped, I'm gonna do a collage from my scrap pile, and I'm gonna wait and pick something, a background, once I choose the sticker I want to use. But maybe I'll use, like, this might be kind of cool for sticker too. And then I could choose something that goes with that. But I'm gonna pick something out of my Victorian style, what is it, the antiquarian sticker book. I have to look at the name to figure out what it is. I think I'm going to pick something from the antiquarian sticker book. I could do something like, this is very, very pretty. I don't know if I could find a sticker that will match, and I guess it doesn't really matter because I'm going to do a little bit of collage on these anyway. I'm going to pull that out in case I want to do that for sticker. So I have possibilities. And the reason I'm doing this, I just want to have a stack of journal cards that I can use in my journals later. I also generally tend to, I generally like to put ephemera in my books as I go along. And I don't like to keep it all, because I'll make huge amounts of ephemera and then I kind of forget about it, and I do include it if I send out Happy Mail. That's when I generally pull it out. But if I needed something for a book, I frequently don't use ephemera, so I don't always make ephemera ahead of time, because if I'm working in my journals, I kind of like to make the ephemera there. Anyway, so we're going to make 50 in 25 weeks. We're going to make 50, and I'm just going to put them aside and not use them. And I don't know, maybe I'll make a book and just use the journal cards and put pockets and flips and things like that. That could be fun. That's beside the point. How am I going to use these? I don't know. I'm in the mood to make ephemera though. I just made some paper beads. So let's find, I have my stack. I'm ready to go. I am ready to go. This will be fun. We'll have mini collages. So here I am. I'm back to work on these. I got out this huge pile of some choices from my scraps box. Look at that. That's cute. Okay. What is this? This is very cool. Ooh, I like this. This is a piece of a master board. Oh my, isn't that pretty? Okay. This is not ripped or torn at all. Also, kind of like it like that. This could set the tone for our entire card, could it not? Just having it be like that. It may be really, really time for me to buy a new blade for my paper cutter, because when I need to go back and just kind of sand all of the bits, paper bits hanging off the edges of my cards after I've cut stuff, I mean, you know, it may be time. It may be time. Maybe time. I think that one's fine. We'll blame the paper for now. What am I going to do about it? What am I going to do about that? All right, so is what I think is I'm going to make two that are the same for this, and I'm going to use a sticker as a focal point for both of them, and obviously I'll use different stickers, but I might do a sticker background for both. And what I was thinking actually yesterday, as I was thinking about what I wanted to do with this, is these books have these very fun pages that are kind of a little bit mystery pages, and I just saw one, and where the heck it is now, like this one, I have a feeling like these are all circles. Not that one, where it's just a pattern and then there are things hidden in it, like this. See, there's stickers that are cut out of this and you don't know what they are. And I want one that has like a really bright pattern. And I know these are in here. And this is the Bibliophilia book, if you're interested. It's the Antiquarian sticker book. This one is the Bibliophilia one. I think it's the second one out of 3, I think, that there are. The Antiquarian, the Bibliophilia, and the Imaginarium. If you wanted to find these, I think there's a link in my Amazon links below to the Antiquarian sticker book on Amazon. It's so many stickers and they're such a great price. I highly recommend these books if you don't have them, which many of you probably do. I love this sticker. I also love all the cat stickers, and I never use the cat stickers because I'm saving them for some great cat album or something, I don't know. As I am surrounded by cats, I have Grim up in the window. I don't know if you can see him. He's giving himself a bath. You can probably hear him. It's very rude. He's definitely just being a cat and being very sweet, and we love him a lot. Why am I flipping through this? Here we go. I think I'm going to use one of these, and I'm going to do kind of a surprise sticker, and I will do, yes, I kind of love these colors. It's kind of fall. I have been playing with recently the green and the blue with the kind of burnt sienna color. I think it's really pretty together, and so I'm going to try and find, if I can, things in that realm, and I think that will work for sticker, and that'll be fun. I don't know what I'm going to put on this, so I'm just going to make and also I'm going to make just a collage on here for torn as well, and then I'll put a sticker on that. It's terrible. And then I'll put a sticker on that. So I'm probably not going to use this right now. So I'm going to put that back in my pile, which I have lost, underneath all of the cats. Now, all we need is a glue stick, little girl. All we need is a glue stick. Never know what you're gonna find in here, and I have honestly not been into my scrap pile. I have a big box, and I just haven't grabbed anything out of there for quite some time, and so today is the first time in a while that I've been in there. So I have completely even forgotten what I might even find in here. So that's kind of fun. These, I think, look at these. These are like a Japanese calligraphy paper. They're kind of fun and have a feeling of being like a little bit handmade. I might use these for the writing part on the back of my journal cards, honestly. They kind of have a nice feel for that. It might be kind of fun for some of these, especially like this one that's printed on the background. I don't know what I'm going to do with this right now. It's not really playing into my plan of what I was going to do at all. More neutral things, more neutral things. What is this? What a strange shape. Lots of ripping going on here. Lots of text. I would usually kind of try and do not so many different kinds of text when I'm doing this, but today I'm just kind of pulling things, and this is what has actually floated up to the top of here. This is really cool, kind of a tissue paper that came I got something and it came with this. I think it was a bag maybe. I think that looks good. Let me rip this a little bit more. It could be fun to ink all of these edges too when you collage, if you're feeling so inclined. Okay, it just makes the collage part stand out so well. So I think I'm going to use this as ribbed, and I'm going to put stickers on top of this as well. So no surprise there. And then I think I'm just going to collage some stickers maybe on this one from my book, and I will find some things that I like. But I think having some sort of a travel theme going on with that would be kind of a fun thing to do. I'm super excited about this. So let's pull this out. I think these colors, there's no blue really in this. There's no, anyway, rust, but you know, we'll work on that as we go along. Do we need to do anything to this before we put our stickers on here? Like maybe do a little bit of, I don't know what the stickers are going to be. I know they're going to be in this pattern. That's what I know. So, I'm excited. Let's see. I feel like that needs to go on here, but I think it should go on after. I want to do some stamping on this. I want to keep it simple. I don't want to pull out stencils, but I do want to stamp something, I think, onto this background. Yes, without knowing what my image is going to be from here. It's just going to be a pattern, and it's going to be letters or something, or butterflies, or okay. This is what I found. It really appealed to me, so I am going to just kind of stamp this a couple times around here. It's a guitar. This is a Club Scrap stamp that I've had for a long time. I don't know that I've ever really used this. I feel like it's probably not going to go with my sticker. And I feel like also that's just gonna have to be okay. Because that's just the kind of, I don't know, I'm really playing and having fun, so you don't know. It is gonna be the best thing ever. Why is that not stamping like on that side? Am I just not? Losing my mind here? I am. It's just not working. Okay. Maybe it's not. Maybe it got kind of. It can work. I think it's just me. Okay. Well, it is apparently just me. Do we want to put anything else on here? I got like several stamps out because as I went over there, I found another stamp for another project I needed. I have a key theme going on something else I want to work on. This just says postal card, 50 cents. Oh, I guess it just says US. I don't know what it says. I think it says US postal card. This is a really simple and easy card, my friends. We're just putting stuff down. Doesn't really matter what it is. Okay, let's peel off a sticker and see what we get. How big will it be? We don't know. Do we know what this is? It's maybe a cat. Wouldn't that be appropriate? Oh, it's got a tail and a foot. See? It's got a tail and a foot. Could be a squirrel. It's probably a squirrel. I'm just saying that to irritate my cat. Like he cares. He is sleeping. He's like, leave me alone. I don't want to be irritated. This is crazy. I can't get it to come up. I don't know where it goes next. I'm trying not to tear it. Okay, I have the first foot. It's coming up. I have the tail and the back foot off. And, okay, it's a cat. I feel it. Oh my gosh, it's a cat. Okay. Oh, it's a wolf. Oh, it's a wolf. Okay. And it's howling at the moon, so the guitar works. Now I feel like we need a moon shape. Don't you feel like you need a moon shape in here? Okay. Great. This was awesome. I'm going to have to do a lot more work with this than I thought I was going to. Now, beautiful. Okay. So we have sticker going down, and that's fabulous. Fabulous, fabulous. Okay. We got a wolf. Maybe the wolf from the Three Little Pigs. This is Bibliophilia. Okay. So what we need to do now, since this is being dictated by this, yes. So is what I want to do is I want to get my Stabilo all and go around this, but I'm going to go around the wolf, and then I might put in like a moon shape up here. Maybe not. That might be a lot. Let me grab my So we're going to come back in. There's cat hair everywhere. It was not a cat. I thought it was going to be a cat. So I'm going to go around this and outline it just because it's a very busy kind of pattern onto a really busy background. So I'm going to outline this just to help it kind of stand out. Okay. A little bit. And then we'll decide what we need to do. We're going to put a ground on this so the wolf is not sitting just nowhere. I need water. Cat back there playing with his cat toy. Yes, I am talking about you. This is interesting, putting water onto all these collage pieces because obviously they are all going to do something a little bit different. Maybe keep this kind of a little bit drier side, right? Just in case. Like this is kind of like a tissue paper more than anything else, so very brave, kind of scrubbing into it. This was very exciting. I was super excited about using one of these mystery stickers from my book on this. Just kind of having fun with this, not knowing what I'm gonna get, and I am absolutely thrilled that this wolf is, I'll take my hand off of the top of it so you can see what I'm doing. Just working this in, making it so that, I mean, it's spent its whole life so far printed onto that paper, and now we're bringing it to life. So there's that. I think that is the mission here, is to just kind of bring this wolf to life. So what I'm going to do now that I've like gotten that, I can't see what are you seeing over there? I need to go, I have something covering like most of my camera, so I can't really see because I have the internet up on top of this. Because before I got on here, I was kind of like, oh, I need to see what Crafty Cat wants me to do with this, what her name is, so that I don't get on here and be kind of like, oh, yeah, there's this challenge that I'm doing. I think, though, is what this needs is for some like white to go around this now that it's like this. And also I kind of want to make this like the wolf is howling at the moon, and I kind of want to make it like a music theme with the guitars and stuff, and so that is what I think I'm gonna do. So I think I do have some stickers somewhere that are musical notes, and I know that I also have a stencil that I could use to add some musical notes to this, which I really am excited to do. I need to go back around and add some black to this, so I'm probably just going to add a little bit of a border using the Stabilo right now. And I'll probably just kind of color this whole, I want to give it someplace, this wolf someplace to set. Make a ground. And why not do that with the Stabilo? This is pretty dry, which honestly is kind of a little bit more like wring that out when I get it wet again. I like that how it goes better than when like I had it really wet up around here. Just think it's a little bit. And I always remember that after I have used it. So I'm going to say this now for the last time. I don't know. What do you think? I think we could draw like right onto this wolf and add some white highlights, maybe. And we're going to definitely need to add some more stuff over here. But I do like the idea of trying to get my white gel pen out and just go around and highlight around the edges. You know how we're always getting stickers and being like, oh, I don't like this white edge, I'm going to ink it, and now I'm going back in and adding a white edge to my sticker that doesn't have one. Yep, that's what I'm doing. I love the tail. It's coming right off of the page just a little bit. I think that's great. Super thrilled, super thrilled. I'm gonna go right up into there. Say this tail is just kind of curling around, you know, as tails do. Did you guys think it was gonna be a cat? Did I lead you to believe it was going to be a cat? I thought it was going to be a cat. It's because I'm surrounded by cats. So it must be another cat. I wonder if we should name this guy. He seems like a very Spanish kind of a wolf to me. And again, I think that that has to do with the guitars. They always remind me of like a Spanish guitar. Should get some Spanish guitar music going. Hello, little November. And again, here I'm gonna go just in a little bit, like kind of continue that haunch line, like he's sitting on his haunches. Could give him an eye, but you know what, I'm not going to. Okay, I like that a lot better because it's a lot easier for me to visually see like, oh, what is going on here. I also just love these orange flowers over this blue background and the like amount of detail that's in this. So what we could do is add a little bit of blue into this background now. Because there's this kind of pretty turquoise aqua color teal, I don't know, right in here in the background, and I like that, and I kind of want to make it come out. Let's see, what did I say? Music, because we're howling at the moon. I've gotten the back of this all muddy with something. I need to clean off my desk, I guess. I guess it's probably the Stabilo that I've like put around the edge and then inked and then moved the card back and forth over the top of it. So is what I might do is add journaling space to the back of this, like I said I was going to. And I might just layer some of these papers I know how to make great writing spaces by, actually I like sometimes on my journal cards to have very small designated places to write, which is not necessarily what I'm going for here, but it's kind of fun because like if you like look at this as like one space that you could write. So you could write, this would be one sentence for the day, and then this would be for another day, and then this would be for another day. You get like 5 or 6 days into one fairly small space, which sometimes is really, can be kind of fun if you're just like, oh, I'm gonna put a sticker here to represent something for the day, and maybe you just have small thoughts, which is a perfectly allowable thing. Is to just have 1 or 2 small things to share. So I like that. It's very low pressure. I love how you can see through this paper. Love it a lot. And then if you want to write big thoughts and fill this whole card, you certainly can. Do that too. Whatever needs to happen is what's going to happen here. I should really go over there and fix my camera and make sure I'm in frame. See if I can see what I'm doing. But, you know, I'm not doing that because I'm busy gluing, okay? So just busy gluing that I can't be bothered to go walk over there and make sure that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I am glad that I have these extra pages. I was going to make these into books, so I had them cut into little tiny signatures for little tiny books. And yes, and now I have all this great writing space in a collage format, which I think I just love the texture of this and how it feels. It's very, very great. Truly it is. So I think that Today I'm making 2 cards, one for sticker and one for ripped. And I think this is going to be journal card number 1, and I'm going to call this the ripped card. And I might leave it just like this. I do want to add to this I just have these tabs that I made the other day, and I think that this looks kind of cool with this, and I'm just going to put that tab on there. Because I think it gives it just kind of the last little bit that it needs, honestly. And this is, I have this punch, and I punched this out of the inside of an envelope. And I made a whole bunch of these, and they're right there, and I love to use, you know, just whatever's on my desk is my favorite thing to do. So I'm gonna put this here, and I'm gonna call this ripped, and this is my first journal card for the 50 stack challenge. 1 and is done. So there is that. Now I had this out, and I think I want to do something fairly simple for this too. Just really quick and easy, because I am behind and I do want to get caught up. And I should have cleaned off my desk. Maybe. So I'm going to go through this book again, and I'm just going to find something. So what I'm looking for is something that will fit on here that will be travel related. Travel related. This may not be the best one. I love these letters. See, I think a girl like this, we could just do more letters. We could have another mystery thing. This one might look good on that all. Or a cat, since I was so sure I wanted a cat. So sure I wanted a cat. And I didn't get it. These are kind of bright, strong primary colors. I love this green. I do think all these jewels might, we could stretch, we could say this is a, I don't know what that would be, a mining map. That'd be a kind of political map. These colors are really cool. I might put that on there just because I think I like it. I might have to get out one of the other books. This might not be the right one. I love ampersands. I really love this. I think it's the shape of it, not the idea of like it meaning and. Maybe it's my favorite question is just and. Oh, here's a travel one. We can go in our boat. Oh, I think this guy with the books. I like that. I also love this, honestly. Oh, what do we do? He's gonna go on the back. He's gonna go on the back. These guys are gonna go on the front. And this is gonna be sticker. And what else do we need to do? I did get this stamp out, which I thought might work. I just, I love books. I love stacks of books. So here we are. Are you, again, I'm having like a really hard time, and I thought it was because I couldn't see that other one. But now we find. find that that is not the case. So we found this sticker for our travel, and it's kind of perfect. We're going to put them in the Siberian Sea, which is where in the world we're at with this, because for whatever reason we did choose this. I wonder if this is Winkin', Blinkin', and Nod. Do you guys know that one? Love that children's poem. This is way too long of a video. Okay. Now what are we gonna do? What shall we do? We'll cut that off with the scissors. I'm just gonna use this. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab my colored pencils and see if I can kind of blend this in using maybe just a dark blue marker, or not marker, kind of a dark blue. I am going to go around this and color in this and then out onto the map just a little bit. I could use this Stabilo All pen again, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do with this guy, because we have this. And I need to have a writing spot for my journal card, because I am making these so that I have journal cards that are actual journal cards. But this guy is going to go on the back of this journal card, because I love the idea of having him paired with this map and just traveling through, reading about foreign places and feeling like you're traveling, and I love that idea. So these are largely watercolor pencils, I do believe. I kind of want to go with the darker blue than is there, just to kind of cover this up. Also, I fully believe that this kind of a ship could be a not an ocean ship, but this could full well be a ship that is powered by moonlight that flies through the sky. I fully believe that about this ship that we are coloring in. This might be not limited to the seas, is all I'm saying. Well, I'm having fun. I hope you're having fun watching this. This will be, I'm going to make this a video for the prompts 1 and 2. I am not sure when I'm going to put this out. I might wait until next Monday and put it out, but I might put it out this week. I'm very likely probably going to put this out as my Thursday video, and I might put the next one out as my Saturday video? I don't know. I'm just blending these guys in to the background. Oops, I covered in their hat. This is definitely sticker. That other one is definitely ripped, and since there is nothing ripped on this, except for the sticker is a little ripped, honestly, I am going to blend this colored pencil in again with that, and I think that I was kind of thinking about going back in with a little bit of like a darker, more like a navy blue here. However, I do think that looks black. I do think that I'm going to use the same brush that my Stabilo was in, so that is probably going to be enough darker color than I need here. Just putting a little bit of shading. Okay, should I add anything else to these guys, like a compass? Do I have a compass? I don't know. Could I draw one? I can draw one. I've been drawing compasses for the last week. Do you see this? This is a little like earth and a moon and the stars. As I was saying, I fully believe that these guys are not earthbound. I think in their imaginations they can go pretty much wherever they want, don't you think? I think so. Maybe we should give them a snail. I kind of like this lady too for travel. She's got her little, I don't know what she's got going on. It's pretty great. It is pretty great. Where did the water go? Does anybody see it? Okay. Like I said, I am probably, if I can find it now, I have got to clean up after this. I'm so sorry. It's all in good fun. Okay. This will work. This is a brush. Maybe not. Maybe we're not going to get a lot of color. I was thinking I might have a lot of that Stabilo in here still. Here we go. Just, that's what I'm trying to do, and it's not going to work very well with this one, is work this so that it blends in. Because that is, I think, the one thing with these stickers is they frequently do have this very large white portion around them. That can kind of interrupt and make it so that it doesn't feel like it's blending in. So I'm just trying to blend it in a little bit. I don't know how successfully that is happening with this one. I guess it depends. I think it's better on the blue, since I used blue, than it is on the green, and certainly on the brown. The brown looks terrible, honestly. So I'm going to quickly just kind of cover the back of this, and I don't know, I'll look at it. It's a pretty map, and I don't necessarily want to like just cover it up. These kids are on some sort of very important mission, I think. That is what I think. They are on a very important mission indeed. I'm going to leave this the way that it is. I think it's kind of great and I love it. And I am going to come back in and I'm going to ink the edges of the card just to make it look a little more finished. And then I love this sticker. It feels like a children's story, nursery rhyme. It reminds me of my fun little friends. Lincoln, Blinkin, and Nod one night sailed off in a wooden shoe. I guess they're not in a wooden shoe. And I think that I want to round these corners too. I think. Make it feel a little bit softer. Does that make sense? I don't know. I do. This seems like very simple and basic to me, but also I'm really just loving it so much. So, yeah. I can hear my partner downstairs. He's talking to the cat. He's talking in the cat's voice that he's given the cat. It's super cute. Okay, so that's just, I put a sticker on a piece of paper. And I love it so much. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. For the back, I do want to probably cover up most of this. I have this piece of coffee dyed paper. And I'm just gonna tear a piece of this off. I don't know what he's doing now. I don't know if you can hear it. He is got something going on down there. I have to say the little girls that live next door are out playing in their yard and they are not half as silly as he can be. He's pretty wonderful. Okay, so I'm going to put this down and then I'm going to find that guy with that stack of books and put him down here too. And then this, I think, is going to be fairly done. This looks like a treasure map. Oh, this is happening. I see where the complexity of this card is going to come from, and it's all going to be on the back. We're going to put this down with some washi tape, and this is going to be a hinge, and that's going to be a book. Okay, well, thank you, thank you, thank you. You're welcome. I guess we could just hinge this. This got ripped when I was buying it. So it's kind of been hanging out in my pile of things to use up. Alright. So you can just make a hinge. It'll be fine. This was the way to do this. I think so. So this is also ripped. So I have ripped and sticker, and I have completely and utterly done that, both of those in 2 different ways as my prompt. Cool. I like this. This will give me lots of writing room on this card. Lots of writing room for me to go on about how much I love to read and how much I don't read at all anymore, guys. I am writing my journals, which, you know, I like a lot. Why did I put all that glue on there? How am I going to ink this? I'll show you how. It's going to be fine. This is going to be fine. I'm just making this up as I go along. That is what I'm doing. So, let's get our guy. Alright, so I now have this piece of journaling card on here. It's going to become just a tiny little 1-page book. I have extra journaling cards. Why the heck not? Okay. Let me ink this up. Inker-dinker-doo. I really like these weekly challenges. Where you get a prompt and you can kind of just run away with it. If you're like me. It's a very fun and exciting way. Daily challenges are just kind of a little bit, I don't know, they can work if they're very broad, I guess. I like the essence of time idea where it's a 100-day challenge to just be creative for 10 minutes and maybe work on a project for 10 minutes over time and get into a habit of creativity at a certain amount of time. I think that that's very good, but you kind of have the broad scope of not being locked in, and I have made up my own rules for this. I don't think that necessarily had to. I could have just said, okay, I'm going to make a piece of ephemera. Whether that is a belly band or whatever I want it to be. Pocket, and I could have made a pocket one day, pockets one week and belly bands the next week, but hey, here we are. I feel like I'm making pirate maps a little bit. And I kind of love this. I'm gonna put more stickers on here. I really and truly am going to put some more stickers on here, so stay tuned. I did find that lady with the dress, and she's gonna be on here along with the man with the stack of books. And that might be all, but I might go back and get that, yeah. I might do some decorating. Like along here needs something now because it does. And I think I know what to do with this. This is just such cool space. I'm gonna leave this. I'm not gonna do a whole lot with this. That guy from with the books is probably gonna wind up on here. You might find a quote or something to put here. Something, something, something. We're gonna go crazy with stickers. That was the plan all along. Just using stickers today. I don't know what to do about this. This is very torn. And I think the thing to do is to put a piece of tape on there. I think that is the thing to do. I think we're gonna make a repair, and I might just, I'm just gonna use a piece of washi tape, I think, out of my box. Because I am going to hinge these two together with a piece of washi tape. Ba-dun-dun-dun. Okay. Are we adequately inked? I love maps. I am super happy about the way this is coming out. I might just put a little piece of washi tape here and here. Let me see what I can find in my washies. I just love this because I think it's the most appropriate, but it's way too big. More map. That's exactly what we need. We are gonna tear this because ripped. We want to make sure we're keeping these sticker and the prompts covered, right? We want to cover that, so we'll just rip it because we don't have enough ripped of just having this avocado dyed paper that is ripped. Okay, I like that. I think it keeps kind of in the color theme without being too repetitive on the maps, like, right? Okay. And Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what to do to hinge this properly. Since I've gone right up to the edge with this little girl, I don't really want to cover her face. I really just kind of want to think, am I good? Am I good? And this is just kind of a light piece, and it's just a book with like the one page, and I'm kind of inclined to just leave it like that. Because I do think if I put anything, I mean, I could put like a larger hinge like this on there just to kind of hold it, which might be kind of fun. Okay, we're going to make little hinges on the outside of here, just kind of suggest that this is closed. And I'm going to try this to both save time and effort for inking. Add a little interest, add a little depth. While being super lazy. Okay. I also feel like this kind of adds to the theme of it being like a book. Somehow, like it's just an ancient leather book, which it's obviously not, but hey, it could be. It could be. It does make it feel old though. It does make it feel like it's kind of held together with like, you know, tape and whatnot. Speaking of tape, we should use a little bit of this. Let's go back in here with our washi tape. That is our map. And see about just adding, this is, I think, Europe. Put a little Europe on here. There's a little more Europe going on. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Cover up that little bit of tear. Okay, that's repaired. Thank goodness. Okay, I like that. Okay, we fixed that. Problem solved. Didn't know what we were going to do with that map tape, but hey, we have put it to good use now, and I feel like I've just got very, very sticky. And I'm going to put these hinges on to help hold my covers together. Because I feel like, I mean, just putting one piece of washi tape is really just not enough. And that's good. This is coming along. I thought I was just going to be left with one sticker, and then I decided to build a book. Great. I kind of want this to feel like it might be a side of their boat more than anything else. And I don't want to cover up their, I guess, scrolls. I don't know if these are maps or these are their telescopes or both. You know, I don't know. I just, you know, feel like I need to not interrupt their play too much. So now there's a place for me to write in here, and we will add in some fun stickers. Okay. We're getting our mileage out of these prompts, man. We are getting our mileage out of these prompts. Hold on. So first of all, I want to say that there was something in here right at the beginning that was I wanted to use and I didn't. Where did you go? Oh, there's the balloon. We might come back to that. Maybe. I feel like I've warmed up. I have warmed up. I thought that that was like right at the beginning was the thing I was talking about. It was just like a stack of colored Should we put the Eiffel Tower on there? That talks about travel. Wait, this was what I wanted. This is what I wanted exactly. Okay. Act like we know what we're doing. Okay. I was gonna put that there. I thought that that kind of ties the colors on the front of this, which is kind of this red and the green and the blue, and I kind of think that that kind of ties that together. It could be very wrong. I don't know. Fire! We're super excited about our man with the books. Now he can go here, or he could go here. Where do you want him? I feel like he can go here. There's a good place for him, or over here. But let's have him marching across the map with his stack of books. And shortly after that, and it wasn't very far, we had the lady. Maybe it was far. I don't know. The lady who is flying in her skirt. And she looks like Mary Poppins. I wanted to put her kind of here, flying over Sweden and Norway and Finland. And with that, I am honestly going to call this piece of ephemera done. I am maybe going to regret not having glued these down a little bit better. Who knows? I think this is something kind of fun and a little bit magical about this. It has a journal. It's a journal card. It is. It's got these places where I will come back and write eventually. I am going to use all of these pieces of ephemera, guys. I am, now that I'm making them, or maybe I'll send this to people. I don't know when I'm done. But there you go. That is, I think this has got to be sticker, although it could be ripped. And this has got to be ripped, although it could be sticker. I really like both of these. I am super excited to use them. They both have a lot of journaling space. This one I'm probably just going to add a little bit more. So, thank you for coming today. I invite you to subscribe to my channel to see more fantastic content like this, where I decide kind of last minute to jump in on a prompt that is already started. But it's all good and it's all fun, and I suggest that you do the same. Do what you can and do what you want and have fun doing it, and that's what I'm doing here. And thank you for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed playing around with me today and just kind of seeing what's going on with me here today. Like this video. It's a great way to support your favorite YouTube creators, is to give them a little like. I appreciate it so much. And leave a comment if you have any opinions about where these stickers from Bibliophilia come from, because they should be, I would think, be references from books. I'm just drawing a few little lines on here for journaling lines to indicate that this is where I am going to journal later. Did you think it was going to be a cat? Did you think I was way off base? Leave a comment. Are you doing these prompts? If you are, hopefully I will come and find your channel and watch your interpretation of these prompts. Thank you so much for joining. I think these are great. I have 24 more weeks to go, and I will have a huge stack of journaling cards which I can use in my journals, and I think I'm off to a great start so far. I will see you next time. Until then, stitch scrappily and scrap happily. Gotta go clean my desk. Goodbye. Oh, it matches perfectly. Yes, it does.